Hello, sports fans. It's your old pal Dumb Haircut, and I would like to walk you through this 1974 Gibson SG Standard. And I mean, I guess this is just a video for anybody who wants to see a mid 70s Gibson SG Standard, but is mostly for people who may want to purchase this 1974 Gibson SG Standard from me over Reverb. Little dang. Not little dang. Maybe like thumbnail sized ish. That does go to the wood. You can see clear pictures of it online. And so here it is. There's several things that I want to get across in this video. The first thing is that this guitar is fucking cool, and I've loved having it. It is super light. How light? I don't know. 7 pounds? I'd wager. Uh, and there is nothing sort of deal-breakingly wrong with it. Serial number will a 6-digit serial number, and it'll return as a 74 or a 75, but we've got pots inside dating it to 74. The tailpiece and bridge, original. The knobs themselves, original. The thumb bleeders right by the knobs, original. Pickup selector switch looks and appears original to me. Take that with a grain of salt though, because I can't remember what they look like in the 1970s. Input jack itself has almost definitely been replaced. That doesn't seem correct to me when I look at it in the cavity. The pickups themselves are the correct Gibson made tarback pickups, which have like a thick kind of like black sort of like epoxy coating over the back of the pickup, and that's why they are named tarbacks. But but they were uninstalled at some point and then reinstalled. You can tell just by the solder joints not being original in the cavity. There's a chance that a couple of the pots themselves could have been replaced when the pickups were reinstalled. I can't see the date stamps on 2 of them like I can on the other ones that, let me know for sure that they would be original. Pickup rings themselves are original. You got a crack in the pickup ring at that corner. Nothing's flopping around, is in there steadily and securely when things are screwed down like normal. But it is broken if you unscrew to check the pickups themselves. Pick guard itself would be original. Tuners are original and Gibson branded. At this point in the 70s, you have an unbound mahogany neck with an ebony board and with actual, I think you're getting a little like kind of iridescent gleam, and with actual mother of pearl small block inlays. So those are all nice and pretty and cool looking, even at number 1. Nut is also original. Strap buttons look original to me, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if they had been replaced. Neck joint is nice and fine and sturdy and like what I would want to see. You can feel the join line here, but there's definitely has not been any kind of injury or break to that situation. Signs of use like throughout. You've got finish dings and marks and tiny bumps and bruises. It presents really cleanly from a few feet away. Kind of looks a little bit cleaner in pictures than it maybe actually is. But all the use is really, kind of just normal for like regular playing. Frets are going to be original, and they do not need a crown or a level. You can see, kind of normal cowboy chord-esque signs of wear from like maybe like 7 and down, and then from there, I mean, they're essentially untouched. But the signs of wear are slight. Uh, Truss rod is looking great. I mean, as if it has never been touched. Currently, strings are new, with no weird dead spots. Plays great all the way up the neck. The ebony board is super slinky and fun. I like tarbacks a lot. And so can you. I like tarbacks a lot. It is a flexible and like versatile guitar, but I really enjoyed doing dumb, heavy things with this. It does really great at the kind of 70s vintage hard rock. Black Sabbath, if you want to go doomier and heavier. It's been a lot of fun for electric wizardy type things. The It'll do whatever you would like, but I've had a lot of fun making ignorant stoner rock with it. It was you'll see pictured. I don't know how well my video camera is going to picture this, but you do have some finish checking that is happening both on the back of the headstock and kind of like a U collar shape right there, as well as really faint lines going across the face of the headstock. And I can only presume that those two things are related and happened at the same incident. I was skeptical that this guitar I was skeptical when this guitar was being sold to me as not having any real injury to the headstock, but sure enough, I am really confident that the seller was being honest with me. I see no signs of repairs and no evidence of damage to the wood itself. I think that it got a little bit of a bonk. This could be related to, depending on how it got bonked, but whatever it did, just by looking at the finish, like there's not even I mean, I don't know, you see a bunch. I just feel pretty confident that there's nothing into the wood itself. You've got no separation in the finish lines itself, and no signs of anybody ever trying to like get in there, touch things up, add some glue. Totally stable under my ownership as well. I've not felt it move one bit. One thing that does kind of look wacky in the still pictures, especially, is the fact that you do have two darker. I recognize that this is not a clear video from the front-facing camera of my phone, but you'll see what I'm talking about on the still pics. You're gonna see also some mineral inclusions that are right there by the headstock. That is just in the wood itself and is not any kind of like break or anything. It's the same thing as like being able to see so I don't have a great like being able to see like grain lines and isn't an injury. I can tell because I know what that looks like in wood, but also because the finish above it has no checking whatsoever. And let's see, and there it is. The What else would I want to know? If I was maybe buying this guitar, the original case is included. It's gonna pack up fine. It's gonna ship fine. It's gonna make it to you fine. But it's only going to protect the guitar because I'm stuffing it full of bubble wrap. The case itself is a piece of shit, and it was a piece of shit when it was new. It's just like thin and isn't gonna offer a whole ton of protection, but it is original and all the latches work and it is dusty and it looks cool, and I would want to have the original case if I had my choice. Currently set up in standard with 9s or 10s. I can't quite recall, but you know, it's like, it's kind of slinky, super bendable. I'm sad to see this guitar go. I traded for it, and when I took the trade, I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep the guitar long term because I've got some exciting, cool studio bills that are around the corner that this will help pay for. And I hope this is useful. I can't wait to sell you this guitar. Goodbye.